get on what is going on here. Let's see. Don't talk about my lash. It's bad. I know it is, but we ain't gonna worry about that. I'm trying to get, you know what I'm doing. Anyway, good morning, everyone. This is I hope y'all can hear me good. I don't know what's going on. And why this down there. Um, Good morning, everyone. Um, this is probably my second live stream on YouTube. I'm coming in today. Oh, sorry. Coming in today, speaking on the whole tdjakes debacle situation, whatever you want to call it. And this is just my personal take and opinion on it. I hope that whatever I say, and I hope y'all can hear me. I hope whatever I say, I don't offend anyone. I'm not coming on here to be going back and forth with nobody. I'm just coming on here just really just stating my personal opinion and take on the situation. Um, First of all, let me start off by saying my name is Katina Gooch, and I'm a up and coming, trying to be a up and coming YouTuber, vlogger. I do fashion, cooking. My eyelashes hanging on by a string. But the reason why I keep doing that is because my hair, I mostly wear my hair down like this and it hits the butt. We ain't gonna worry about that. But I do a variety of things. I'm a wife. I'm a mother of 3 and a Gigi of 2. And I do a lot of stuff, but I'm coming in here today because I wanted to speak on the tdjakes allegation situations, whatever you want to call it. I know YouTube is going crazy with this whole debacle situation, whatever, however you want to label it. I'm first off starting again. I'm not nervous at all because this is not the first time I've ever done a live, and I think I've gotten pretty comfortable with going live and talking to people on camera. I just need to get it together this morning. But anyway, I do want to say that I am a believer, and I grew up in the church. Very young. I can't. We probably started going to church when I was like, maybe I was probably like maybe early, not teens, but maybe about 11, 12-ish on a consistent basis. Like I had been to church before then, but I think my mother had found a church home as I can remember at about that age. And I remember, going to church, being excited about going to church. you know, to fellowship with the other people that was there. And the church that I went to was really close to my neighborhood. So a lot of people that I went to school with, a lot of people that I knew from the neighborhood went there. And it was a whole vibe like that. But I carried that through life. Of course, I got grown, and you know, I found a church home for myself. So I introduced it to my kids, and you know, we was extreme church goers. So, um, with that being said, and me and my sister had this discussion the other day. Like, I know with pastors, you don't go to church to not say judge them, but you don't go there for the man, you go there for the message. I understand that. I do. I understand what that means. And sometimes I have struggled with that in the past, from like going to my childhood church and then something happens where the pastor is accused of doing something that you know that's inappropriate. And I'm not going to go too deep into that because it's just unnecessary, because it's happened years ago. And if it was true, it was true. But, you know, just going to church and stuff like that happening, it's kind of hard not to look at the men instead of being present for the message. But I do get that. But on the other hand, I'm not judging or anything, but there are certain churches that I will not attend because of that, because I feel some type of way if I know, and nobody knows if nothing is true unless you have proof that it's true. But if I've heard something like that and it's kind of bad, and I feel bad saying it, but it's kind of hard for me to sit there and listen to your message, and I heard that you've done something that's inappropriate for a pastor to do. So, I just think that when you are in that position of power, I'm not gonna say position of power because I don't think that's the right word to use. But when you're in that position and you hold that, that's who you're supposed to be, especially on Sunday in front of your congregation. I just think that there's certain things that you shouldn't be involved in, and certain things you shouldn't say or do, because we're looking at you not for where a lot of people don't look at you for the man. They look at you for the message. But there are people that will, like me, it's hard for me to get past looking at you for the man. I mean, looking at you for the message and not looking at you for the man. So, um, with this whole tdjakes thing, I don't know. Like, the whole thing is crazy because I think, with, celebrity, when you're a celebrity, you can still, a celebrity bishop, because I watched TD Jake for years. I always used to, when I was really heavy into going to attending church, I used to always say, I'm going to go to the Potter's house one day. One day, I'm going to the Potter's house. I always had that vision and dream to go to the Potter's house, which of course it never happened, but I was just that heavy on watching and loving, you know what I'm saying, his message, because it always had substance. It always made me, apply that message to my life and to get closer to God, or the Most High. But I just think all this stuff that's going on is it's a bit much. And I just feel like when you're a celebrity bishop like himself and has been in that seat for years, there's just certain places and certain things you just don't do. Because, we say we're not supposed to judge, and everybody does. I don't care who you are. But, you already know you could be there for one thing. You might be there just sitting there observing, like they were saying the Diddy party stuff. You might be there observing the situation. He might not even have, I'm not saying he didn't, because I don't know anything outside of, visually seeing the footage of him being at the party, but I'm just trying to paint a picture for y'all. You might be there at the party. I'm just making an example. I'm not talking about him specifically. You might be at a party and you're a bishop, and you might just be there because you're trying to save somebody, or you heard of this wild party and you just there observing because you want to touch somebody somebody and bring them closer to the Most High God. And you got people there drinking, smoking. They might have a room in the back where they doing they thing sexually. And it might be different sexual orientation of people there, the transgender world, the LGBTQ people, they got so many different, what you call it, gender, whatever you call it, you know what I'm saying? By, it's so many different, um, things when it comes to that. I don't even know the word of it right now. We'll have to look it up, and I'm not gonna go too far into that because that's not my message. But you might have all those people there, and you might just be there for one purpose. But it goes back to the old saying, birds of a feather flock together. So you might be there for a specific reason, and somebody might go run off and say, yeah, boom, there you go. So I just think with this whole thing with this going on, it's really sad. Because like I said, I was into the tdjakes thing. I have his Bible. I could go get it right now, and it's been used. Like, I'm talking about used. And I got notes. I didn't highlight it. I didn't beat that Bible up, honey, because I was heavy into church, like every Sunday service, Bible study, all of that stuff. And I beat that Bible up, just basically, honey, I put it to good use. And I just think that, it kind of like, dang, it made me think, like, I heard things like years ago, but you like, I don't know about that. And it wasn't really my business or whatever, but you just be like, oh, okay. So now with all of this stuff, it's just like, man, like, this is heavy. That Diddy stuff is, and then the pictures of him with Diddy, and Diddy had his head on his shoulder, and I always kind of, had my brows up of being him, maybe being not Diddy, but tdjakes. After you watch it for a while, you kind of like, no, you heard he was um, suspected being, you know, but I always thought that his word was powerful. Um, he's a powerhouse bishop, and he has fed me before in the past with his word. And it's sad and unfortunate to say that who I really feel bad is I really feel bad for his congregation, because when you are going and you sowing a seed into the church, and you really heavy on tithing, and you sowing seeds faithfully, and you depending on that word every week, and then something like this happens, it's just sad. It's real sad. And I couldn't imagine if I was a part of his congregation how I would feel right now. Then on top of that, the um the allegations of him, well, y'all know he gave his church to his daughter Sarah Jakes. And I never even I never got into her at all. Now I've heard people say, "Yeah, I listen to Sarah Jakes every morning. She gets my morning started, and blah blah blah." But I never really dug. I've heard her message, and it might have been like a short. What is a short, like 90, 60, 90 seconds? But I've never tuned into a full blown live, or a whole total 30-minute sermon of hers or whatever. So I really don't know how she speaks and what her messages is usually about. I'm sure a lot of them are speaking on um some stuff, maybe woman empowerment, things of that nature, and then of course the gospel. So, but I've never tuned into her. But I say this to say that with that situation, um he got away from the church and gave it to his daughter, and they were saying that him and Diddy was supposed to be opening up a church, and I don't know what happened with that. I guess they kind of got caught up in all the stuff that's going on now, but it's just like, man, bro, what are you doing? That's what I want to say. Not being disrespectful, but y'all know I'm just acting silly. That's just the little silly personality of man. But I just think that, when you are sitting in that position, you gotta be real careful, because one little thing I have these folks going. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about is, when all of this stuff started coming out, he's not even remorseful for none of the stuff that people are saying. He's just like, what did I see that video? It said, "You church hurt." And he was going off talking about the people's church hurt. And basically, he just wasn't apologetic about anything that um was being said. So it's kind of like, wow. Like, he was just like basically coming down on his congregation. He ain't got to address nothing, and basically going off, and wasn't really trying to speak on the situation. And then I seen this one YouTuber, I forget, her name is Nina, but I forgot the name of her channel. She was saying that he was like all he got to do is, if he did do anything, all he got to do is repent. Mm. So, all this stuff with Diddy, and they saying that Jamie Foxx, that's what happened to him. That's why he ended up getting really sick, and they all tried to unalive him, is because of him being like the right hand man to Diddy like a while ago. I didn't even know that. I don't remember that. I cannot remember that. But him being like the right hand man to Diddy, like he has a lot of video footage and stuff of them like back like years ago, and yeah, that's why they was trying to unalive him, because he knows a lot. He has a lot of stuff on recorded. I didn't know. I don't never remember Diddy and Jamie Foxx being that close. But who am I? Girl, I don't keep up with everything. I do keep up with some stuff. But girl, not everything. And I don't remember that. But I don't know. This stuff is heavy. And Nina was saying, the lady that I was trying to tell y'all about the YouTube channel, I had to look it up, and shout out Nina. What is her name? Something a woman. I can't thank y'all. But my girl, she be on it, honey. So I was watching her this morning, and she was saying that, talking about the Jamie Foxx stuff, which is new to me. She was saying that these freak outs, that's what they call them, freak outs, honey. Mary J been involved in it. That's my girl, Mary. That's my big sis. I'm like, no, sis, no. But you know, Diddy is the one that discovered her. But they saying that, honey, she's like her and who else was there? Somebody was like a madam, like they was going to get chicks and bringing them, you know, in for this, all this freak off stuff to be going on. And honey, it's a whole lot. So they looking at her too. And then it's my dog coming at her. And then they was saying that who was her? Oh yeah. She was saying that Dr. Ruth. Y'all remember Dr. Ruth? Her old butt. She was old back in, what was Dr. Ruth? Dr. Ruth was back in the 90s, early 90s, I think, when she was doing a little sex. Y'all know how she used to get on her and talk and just tell you different stuff to enhance your sex life and all this, you know, extra stuff about, you know, sex. They said Dr. Ruth was there, honey, at the freak off. Girl. They said Dr. Ruth was there. She got her a young thing, a young black hunk. Yes, Dr. Ruth do. Come on, guy. Now, yeah. I'm talking to my dog, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, they said that Dr. Ruth got her a young thing, honey. And yeah, honey, Dr. Ruth was at the freak off too, honey. So it was Dr. Ruth. It was, of course, I said Mary J. She was in the middle of it, and I think she said Beyonce too. I don't, girl. That stuff is a mess, honey. What's going on with my forehead? But yeah. Yep. So it's going down, child. I don't know. This is all allegedly. Before y'all try to come for me. If you see this video, I don't know nothing. I ain't put no video up here of nothing that I've researched on. I'm just piggybacking off of something that somebody else said that I heard on the video. And It's it, girl. But yeah, it's going down with this Diddy stuff and tdjakes. I just think that that stuff is wild. It is real wild. Oh yeah, and they were saying that Cassie, she didn't turned in on um all of this. Oh, I almost dropped the phone. She done turned in all of these um a burner phone or something from Kim Porter, and they like, how did she get the phone? Excuse me, how did she get the phone? How did Cassie get the phone? And my thing is, what's a big oh, look at that, that's bad. Um, and I'm like, with this situation, I'm like, well, dang, if she got the phone, it seemed like her and Kim Porter was probably chit chatting behind Diddy's back, like they was trying to, you know what I'm saying, plot on him or something. Cause how did she get Kim Porter's burner phone? So it must have been something that they was doing in the background. Like if something ever go down, like I feel like the situation was like Kim Porter was probably like, look, I'm gonna give you this phone. If something ever go down, you need to turn it in. That's how I'm thinking. Like they was talking behind his back. They had to be for her to get that phone now. Well, for her to be able to turn that information in. So, um, girl, that stuff is wild. Come on. It's my dog. Yeah, so I'm thinking that's probably what happened with that, honey. They was chit-chatting behind Diddy's back. Kim Porter, I don't know what she did, but she must have texted somebody. I mean, she must have been like I said, her and Cassie must have been chit-chatting on the side for Cassie to have them tapes. I mean that burner phone. So, girl, I don't know. Everything I said, everything I said is allegedly. I don't know nothing about these people. I ain't did no research. I just be watching other YouTubers talk about it. I'm just coming in here to get my opinion on it. And I don't know. But to me, all of it is a mess. All of it is sad and it's a mess because, you know, when you go to church, you go there to get the word. You go to get filled up on the word. You go for that good feeling. You know, you go to church on Sunday to get that good feeling to get you through the week. You go there for empowerment. You go there for when you going through things. You go there to you know, to feel the love of the Lord and indulge in his word and go there for fellowship. And honey, let me tell you, I'm sorry, y'all. This stuff that's going on with these folks is a hot mess. It is a hot mess. So I just wanted to pop in here and I was eating my breakfast. I'm on my break. I gotta go to the dentist at 11 and I'm not happy about it because I had to get a root canal last week and now I gotta get my it's a deep clean and I don't want to pay for it, but it's time for it. So I try to stay up on my dental stuff. I got a whole lot of stuff that my mouth is really not that bad. Don't get me wrong, but I got not preventative, but the hell, a couple of things that I need to get done before I start the process because I want to do tooth whitening. And of course, I want to get girl from the 90s off of her. And people be telling me all the time, don't get rid of it, don't get it. I'm like, girl, that thing is gone. As soon as I can get it done. So that's why I'm getting ready to go today so I can continue on and do what I have to do to these teethies. And I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. If you have seen this video, please like, share. I always forget to say share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Katina Gooch. And I hope everyone has a wonderful Thursday. It's Thursday, January the 4th. Ooh, it's the 4th already. Oh my goodness. Girl, time is going. It's going and going and going. It's Thursday, January the 4th. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. I always say, make today count. Be positive. Love on who loves you. Spread joy. Yeah, all the good things. And I will be back and chit chat with y'all again. Remember, that it's 2024 and we are doing our positive things this year. We're going to focus on self-care. We're going to focus on ourself, loving on ourselves more. We're going to focus on everything that makes you happy, whether it's your family, your friends, anything that makes you smile, makes joy come to your heart. Do it. Do it. Don't second guess yourself. And yeah, so that's all I have today. And I will chat with y'all again. Peace.